earlier today, we told you about the Bomber Command veterans who are heading to the House of Commons to meet the Prime Minister today. These veterans served in Lincolnshire during the war, and they wanted to thank David Cameron for recognising the role Bomber Command played. You'll be aware that people at Bomber Command didn't have a medal. They weren't recognised for the part they played, and until recently, when David Cameron announced that veterans or their families would be awarded a clasp, a Bomber Command clasp. The veterans that went today also wanted to request a posthumous award for bomber pilot Bill North, who put his own life at risk to save others. Well, Sandy Cannings travelled down to London on behalf of her father, Flight Sergeant Percy Cannings, who couldn't be there because he was too ill to do this trip today. And Sandy is with us now. So we spoke to you first thing this morning. Very excited about going down. How was it? Tell me what happened.
It was wonderful. He was just so down to earth and so knowledgeable about Bomber Command and, what he'd done for, and we thanked him, and Chris Keltie gave him a copy of the book, and I was able to actually read out, he let me read out the speech that, in my dad's words, to recognise Bill North's bravery and to try and get him this, I'm not going to try to say
posthumous. Yes.
That's one.
You had trouble with that earlier on, didn't you?
I did, and I haven't had a drink then. And and he was absolutely brilliant. He said, we can't, he's going to look into it, and he's come up with various different ideas of recognising, the bravery. But he was absolutely amazing. He shook hands with us all. He sat down in his office with us all, amongst us, and it's actually his birthday today, funnily enough.
Well, I was going to mention that, yes. Did you wish him happy birthday?
Yeah, we did. And there was a photographer taking lots of pictures, and we're going to get the photos afterwards. And Chris Keltie, who wrote the book, was able to hand the book over to him. And, I think he'll definitely read it.
This is a book which featured just some of the veterans with some of their stories.
The three veterans that were there today. Obviously, Dad couldn't be there, but it was incredible.
So was David Cameron? I mean, you said he was very nice. Was he quite sympathetic to that appeal that you've been making for Bill North?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when Chris Keltie told him the story about what he did, and he said, I'll read about it in the book. He said he was absolutely amazed, and a couple of the veterans were talking to him as well, and it's incredible. I've got Chris Keltie here with me now, if you want to have a word with him.
Well, yes. Can I talk to you? And then I'll come back to you in a minute, Sandy. If that's okay.
Okay. All right. I'll put you on to it.
Okay.
Hi,
Chris. So it's a copy of your book with some remarkable tales from Bomber Command. Do you think he really will read it?
Absolutely, yeah. He was very, very knowledgeable about Bomber Command, and the presentation was to thank him for his work gaining recognition for the veterans in Bomber Command with the writing off the deck of the Bomber Command Memorial and the Gold Clasp award for them as well. So yeah, absolutely. He was. It was a great interaction. He was very, very down to earth.
What's your take on the Gold Clasp? Because some people still think it's just too little, too late with this, don't they?
They do. Yeah. There's still some controversy surrounding the whole sort of award, but the veterans that were with us today were all very appreciative of the fact that they were awarded their Gold Clasp, and they were all wearing it. Percy Cannings, obviously, who couldn't be with us today, received his. Dennis Bartlett and Jeff Gray all had their Gold Clasp award with him, and James Flowers from the 50 and 61 Squadron Association up in Lincolnshire. So they themselves were all, very, very appreciative of the fact that they had got one. Because, even after all this time, it does mean a lot to them to be recognised. So, and that was really the whole purpose of the thing, to get recognition for our Bomber Command veterans. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we've got the memorial that's going to be built up here in Lincolnshire as well, which is going to be very special as well, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, James Flowers was mentioning that everybody needs to send in their memories of their service with Bomber Command to the Lincolnshire Memorial. So we're on the case with that one as well.
Did you tell David Cameron about that as well? Is he aware of that?
James Flowers mentioned it to him about the memorial. Yeah. So
very good.
Yeah.
Do you, how long did you get with him? It sounded like he was quite chatty.
Well, we actually got longer than we expected. We were told it was going to be a very short meeting, but I think we got about 20 minutes in the end, and he was just sort of sitting amongst us, very, very comfortable, very, very easy to talk to. He didn't take control of the meeting. He let everybody, chat and talk, and let Sandy sort of say her father's speech, which he actually handed to him as well. So it was really, he was very relaxed and very, very in touch with the whole Bomber Command sort of service and situation. Yeah.
20 minutes of the time of the Prime Minister, that can't be bad, really, can it?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Yeah. Can you put Sandy back on? Is that okay?
Yeah,
thanks,
yeah.
Chris. Thanks, Chris.
No worries. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello.
So when you read out your father's words, I mean, that must have been quite a moment to say, right, okay, this is what I'm going to do. How was that for you? Were you worrying about it halfway through, or thinking actually what you were doing in front of the Prime Minister?
I know. I'm thinking that. Yeah, I just couldn't believe I got the opportunity to do that in front of the Prime Minister. But I'd also, just wished that my dad could have been there. But I was trying to sort of make him proud of me, to put, and I said they are my dad's words, and they were literally his words. And Prime Minister took the speech from me, and he sort of put it in his pocket, and I thought, oh, that's just, it's just so lovely.
I'm sure your dad would be really proud. Have you told him? Have you spoken to him yet?
No, not yet. No. We went to lunch at the RAF Club afterwards, and we're just leaving there now, and we're going to just visit the memorial opposite as well, the Bomber Command Memorial. Just thought that would be a fitting tribute to the end of the day. So, yeah.
And did you, was it in out at the House of Commons? I know you got plenty of time with David Cameron, but did you get to have a nose around? Have a look around at all?
Yeah. Well, we just had a little nose around. We weren't sure if we were allowed to take photos, but we kept sneaking photos every now and again. They kept getting told off. There's like policemen with machine guns and things, but it was quite interesting. And because we had a couple of the veterans in wheelchairs with us, they can get away with murder, so pretty good.
Well, if they can do anything they like, well, you might as well take photos.
Yeah. They kept making out they were deaf, but I don't think they were. Yeah, I ended up in a lift with three of them. I said, it's the first time I've been in a lift with three Bomber Command veterans. They're so naughty.
I can imagine. So you're going now to the memorial, eh?
Yeah, we are. Literally, it's across the road from where we are now. So,
Yeah, well, that's obviously very special as well, isn't it?
We're taking pictures. Yeah.
All right. Well, look, I'm pleased. It sounds like you had a very good day.
It's a very special day with special memories.
And perhaps longer than you thought you were going to get with the Prime Minister. So that's really good as well.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, Sandy, thank you very much for talking to us.
And thank you very much.
I'm sure your dad will be very proud of what you did in his name as well. And let's hope that eventually, somewhere down the line, we get some news about Bill North, that pilot who you want to be awarded for what he did.
Oh, definitely. We'll keep you informed.
Sandy, thanks very much. Just gone 4:45 on BBC Radio Lincolnshire.